20 minutes has not started, and now it does. Here in Freeport, Illinois, Morales, top of the key, nails the three. A lot of talented players on this Triton team, including Will Scott. He finds Holmes, who answers with a three. It was a nice pass from the corner to find Holmes, who knocks down his 23rd of the year. Hansen, fade away in the lane is perfect. Morales at the top, fakes the three, bounces inside. Hansen against Holmes, fades away and nails it. Therese Holmes posts it uphill, finds Sullivan. He's run off the three-point line, drops inside, and a nice fake. And Kunta lays it in on the interior. 7-5 Cougars. 150 in. Hill Jr., straight line drive to the basket for two. Hill Jr. finds Morales, top of the key, and turns it over. It's picked off by Moore. He was in the passing lane and able to finger roll it in off the glass. We'll get a little brush screen from Hansen. Morales with 6 on the timer, short on a baseline jumper, and a fast break for the Trojans. Kunta down the lane! Throwing it down! Ciego looking for Hansen, posts it up, it's knocked away. Sullivan comes up with it. Matt Sullivan down the lane. Took contact, no whistle, rebound is secured and finished by Kunta, and he was fouled. Hill Jr. off the bounce, attacks the paint. Washington in the corner. Hansen above the free throw line. Long two is good. Scott tries to drive the baseline, up and under, and it's perfect. Sullivan, extra pass, Kunta, got it from the corner. Kunta has the rebound. Sadiq Moore into the chest of Morales, finds Sullivan. Bullseye! Therese Holmes against Morales, about 18 feet out. Trying to post him in, down to the block. That's a tough fall-away jumper, and it's good. Scott finds a corner shooter. It's short by Johnson. Offensive rebound, Kunta. Johnson, reload. This time he cashes out. And back out to that coffin corner. Now crosses over in the paint, lobs it up. Holmes alone, spins and scores. And now we'll call up Kunta. Highland doesn't communicate on the switch, and it leads to an and one for Papa Kunta. Suleiman's pass was deflected. Moore with the lefty came up short. Suleiman had the rebound, it was poked away. And the left-hand layup falls for Sadiq Moore. 29-15, they trail. Hill, that's a deep three. It's good. That was a deep straight-on three. Sullivan answers with a triple of his own. That is all net. They're on pace to give up nearly 70 points in this first half. Sullivan coming off a screen. Another one falls down. The Trojans cannot miss from deep. 6 3-pointers. They averaged 9.5 per game. Ciego powers his way to the rim for two. Shot's no good by Moore, but the tip falls. Offensive rebound by Holmes, and he tipped it in all in one motion. Hill Jr. takes it up for the Cougars. Hill Jr. in the paint with the left, sneaks it in by Holmes. Will Scott draws out the big Hansen on the left wing. Scott crosses over. Around Hansen, off the window, he scores. Second year Trojans guard. Morales was blocked on the interior, he got it back and pulls it back outside for a three that falls down from the right wing. That's in and out, offensive rebound. Kunta inside. Hansen got a piece of it. Ciego leaking out up the floor. He's able to lay it in. But was on this Trojans team, the runner-up team, back in 23-24, and averaged 7 a game. Ciego down the lane, and a two-hand flush. Less than 10 on the timer. Off to the corner to Moore. Holmes lost it. Moore has it. Shot clock running low. Moore with the left hand. He banks it in. Hansen affected that shot. Washington off and running. Morales into the paint. Draws a lot of attention. Swansea from the elbow. That's his spot. Risic finds the cutter. Washington, nice feed. Hansen has a small one on him. Forces help. Morales has it from the corner. Trojans have been stuck in neutral a little bit. Kunta. Holmes drives the baseline against Hansen and flushes it down with one hand. Hill Jr. attacks and flips it in off the glass. Nice job by Hansen getting back in transition. Ciego down the lane, count the basket and the foul. Highland trails by 8. Hansen attacks on the baseline, 2 hard dribbles and banks it in. Scott being pressured outside by Morales right near the half-court line. Now Scott finds some room, spins to the reverse, he banked it in. Both teams, giant opportunities right at the rim. Sullivan inside over Ciego, he scores. Morales pulls up, same spot. This time it's a different result. From about 16 feet, Kevin Morales shoots his way into double figures. He has 11. 55-47. Scott against Hansen, drives him baseline. Sullivan, opposite corner, cashes out from downtown. And double figures for each team. Scott drives right at Suleiman and scores. Leads back at 13, 60-47. Hill, this time he finishes as he just glided around Johnson. Hill Jr. straight down the middle of the lane is denied by Kunta. Holmes ahead of the pack. Two-hand flush. 13-14 to go. Hill Jr. nearly stole the inbounds pass, but then Scott ends up with it and was blocked by Hansen. He got it back. Finds a left wing shooter. It's Johnson who drills the three. And this place has gone silent in Freeport. Hansen on the block, spins, uses the glass, and scores 2 more. Holmes nearly carried it. Instead, goes right at Swansea and scores 2. Trojans looking to push. More down the lane, right to the rim for 2. In the eye, and then was short on a 3. Scott behind the back. Holmes! One-hand throwdown. Kunta right underneath the rim, able to finish over Walter Hill Jr. Those are 2 of the top players in the region. Second free throw is no good, and Walter Hill Jr. takes it right to the basket with the left hand. Johnson hesitates, pulls the 3, and it hits off the iron. Ciego lost the ball, regathers, and finger rolls it in. Hill Jr. Transition opportunity. Extra feed, Morales, corner 3. Bingo! Morales up the floor. Swansea will attack. Had it poked away by Holmes. Nice transition defensive play. Therese Holmes down the lane. Wide open. Got it from the corner. It's Johnson. They need buckets and in a hurry. Swansea, baseline. Two-hand jam. Scott draws out Ciego. Scott to the rim. Banks it in. No one picks up Hansen in transition. That was way too easy. 88-69. Coming up on 5 minutes to play. Swansea pressuring Scott. Scott goes around him and scores 2 more. Number 2 for the Trojans has played a heck of a game. He now has 13. Hill Jr. lob. Ciego is able to fly in for the finish. Moore leaves it off. Johnson again. This time it's the right corner. Suleiman has the rebound. Finds Hill. Hill will attack, will pull up. The floater bounces in. Sadiq Moore. 10 on the shot clock. Backs in against Hill. Corner shooter, it's Scott. He buries it. Ciego finds Hansen, top of the key, has it poked away by Scott. Picked up by Johnson, who leaves it for a layup by Sadiq Moore. And quite a bit. 7th game he's appeared in. Kate Gurdon in, along with Suleiman, Daryl Toney for the first time tonight, and David Udella. Suleiman off the bounce. Has his first bucket. It was a mid-range 16-footer. Only brought, I think, 9 guys with them, maybe 8. Moore around Toney and scores off the glass. 100-75. Sullivan on the baseline around Jennings and has 2 more. 14 points.